Hello, I'm back, and I'm now going to rank some shiny starters, and I'm only doing the base forms, and I reckon I'll do the middle evolutions and the finals in a separate video, just because it's easier to go through like this. It makes the list less clustered. You know, you can find what you're looking for here, and also I just think this would be a better idea. Easier to split up into different videos for me. I don't have to just take a break in the middle. It also won't kill my voice to talk about these guys, because there's only 3, and then there's 8 gens. Oh yeah, we don't even have the 9th gen ones here. Oh well, we'll add those at some point. Or I'll just say where they're going. 3, 8, that's... How do I not know 3 times 8? I'm an idiot. 24. There's 24 Pokemon here. It'll be easy. We'll be fine. So, Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur deserves something better. I do think it deserved a different colour other than green. I don't like it when the shiny just becomes the colour that it already is, but lighter or darker. That's not for me, unless it's a different enough shade that it makes sense. And I think Bulbasaur is a different enough shade, but I do think he deserves something better. Because turning it literally 3 different shades of green all over its body, it's a bit much for him. Charmander. This is awful. I hate this. I just hate it. The yellow is not Charmander's colour. I mean, it was already orange, and then they just made it yellow. At least give it a good colour, right? And like on that post I did a while ago about my partner's drawings, purple's a good one. Purple's good. I mean, I like the colour purple anyway. It's my favourite colour, but I don't think... Yellow is also one of my favourite colours, and I just don't like this. I don't think this works. Squirtle. Squirtle's is odd, right? Because obviously from the front, it looks awful. But from the back, I really like the green shell. The green shell is cool, but I don't think the blue... Obviously, this is a shit blue, right? And you'd have to be really lucky to see if it was shiny from the front. But it's just odd. It's just not a great choice. I know that everyone's like, oh, Gen 1 and Gen 1 through 5 was colour palette swaps, though, and whatever. But it's still a bad blue. I mean, just because they didn't mean to do it doesn't mean it excuses how bad it is. Chikorita, it turns like a greeny yellow, but the brown leaf gives it... I think the brown leaf gives it a chance, right? Because obviously, things that are grass type turning autumn colours, that's the shit, right? And this leaf is the shit. I think this leaf is the one thing keeping it from being D tier in my eyes. Cyndaquil, it becomes a more realistic brown colour, and it works, you know? It doesn't keep the odd bluey green it had, the odd turquoise. It doesn't change the fire, which is always a good thing with fire Pokemon. Changing the fire always works. But I think the realism here, it looks like a real creature, except for, obviously, you know, the giant flame sprouting out his back. But I do like it. I like it a lot. Totodile. It doesn't look as good here, but in its 2D sprites, Totodile Shiny is the bomb. I love this shit. The red spikes turning blue, the blue body turning this nice green instead of just being blue. I like it. But in the 2D sprites, it is just a really good blue swap. And it works here where it doesn't work on Bulbasaur and Squirtle. I think Totodile makes it work, and then this blue on the spikes is really, really nice. So that is an A tier, but also I did find one, so maybe this is bias. You tell me. Trico. Trico is odd. Trico is odd. The whole Trico line has a really obvious shiny. Like if you see it, you go, oh, that's shiny, right? It's so much of a difference, despite being very close to each other in colour. I think the red tail might be the thing that's throwing me off, because if it was like this cyany blue and then a different, like maybe even like this Totodile's blue but in the tail, I think it would probably be up another spot. But as it is, these 3 colours just don't mix. The eyes being so prominent as well, they don't mix in my eyes, and it's just it is still a bit close to the regular colours. Torchic. Now, call me a hypocrite because Torchic literally just reverses the colours on its body, but I really like it. This is good as hell. I mean, it works with yellow where Charmander doesn't. The orange and the yellow getting switched around makes it look like it's actually sprouting flames out of its arms and head. I think Torchic perfectly suits this colour, right? This is how... If this is what Torchic normally looked like, I wouldn't argue with it. I wouldn't argue. It's just nice. And because the yellow and the orange are so different, when they're swapped, as far as I'm concerned, these are different colours. But yeah, Torchic, fucking sick. Mudkip is my favourite starter Pokemon ever, so most of this is biased, but the purple was really nice. And its Gen 3 sprite, if you look at its Gen 3 sprite where it's got the saturation back into it, it's awesome. It is bangers. It is top tier in my eyes. But I can tell that some of it is biased, so I'm not going to put it S. But it's still a nice purple. It's a bit odd that the cheeks didn't change at all, or the cheeks not changing at all. Bit odd, but I suppose the flames here are the same, so it makes sense. But the purple's nice. Turtwig. I can accept that Turtwig isn't everyone's cup of tea. I like it. I like this blue, I like this yellow. Weirdly, I've been shitting on Pokemon with blue and yellow like the whole time, but this blue and yellow work, especially because Turtwig is fucking green. But Turtwig's just super cute, and it works, and it looks like a little piñata. I love it. I think it really works here. Chimchar. I like Chimchar more when it's pink, I'll be honest. I don't think it's the most incredible colour they could have picked, but I like it more pink than when it was orange, because, I don't know, it just suits the colour pink more in my eyes. There's no other explanation for that one. Piplup. I think out of all shinies, this is like the one I would go for the least, probably, just because it doesn't blow me away. It took Piplup's being blue, and it made him blue and blue. It didn't really do much of anything. It's nice colours, but that doesn't excuse how close it is to just being a Piplup, but, you know, light, as it had its saturation sucked away. Snivy, more acceptable with this green colour, because, like, I know that grass Pokemon seem to really enjoy turning this weird green colour, but it does work for some of them. Where it doesn't work for Trico, it does work for Turtwig, and I think it really works for Snivy, especially the bluishness of it, like the big blue hue it has in it, as it's more blue than green. I like it. I really like it. Snivy still looks like an asshole with it, but he gets away with it because of this. Tepig. Again, yellow is not the colour they should have gone with, especially with the pink tail and the pink nose. No. I think the bandana and the diaper thing, I don't know what that's meant to be still, but the bandana turning this, is that burgundy, like a browny red, whatever it is, this is a good colour. If they'd done something with this instead of this, I think it would work really well, but as is, not something I'm really going for. Oshawott. It's not incredible, but it is noticeable if you really think about it, like the Scalchop turning colour, turning like a paler colour, the body being a pale blue, the nose is a completely different colour. I think it does work. I just do think it's too similar. It's too similar in a way that, you know, even Bulbasaur gets away with, because it's at least different greens. You're like, they'd have different names. This would not be called like green or light green. This would just be light blue. This would be like, I don't know what, I'm not a fucking artist. I don't know what it'd be called, but they work in different ways. This works slightly less, but it's still good, you know, it's no Piplup. See, Piplup, too close. Chespin, S tier. This red, this brown red, again, grass type turning autumn. Fucking put him up there. I will not accept any slander. And the yellow nose and tail, it's subtle. It's subtle where Tepig and Charmander aren't. It's subtle, and it's good, it works. And again, this hood and the brown arms, phenomenal. Fennekin, fucking smashed it. Look at that, the silver and the red from the orange and the other red. They're good, the red eyes, it looks like some sort of Japanese folklore shit. This is a Pokemon that's worth getting. I would shiny hunt this if doing it in Gen 6 weren't such a pain in my ass. I'd have to do it via eggs, and I also hate that. Froakie, D tier. This blue is not it, man. I mean, the white is okay, but the blue is not it. I mean, it just looks like a Froakie that's dying. That's not it. Rowlet, A tier. Again, it is that weird green that grass types seem to really like, but it's Rowlet, you know? Also the feet and the lower beak turning fully red, very nice touch. And the bow tie, I think the bow tie is probably what's throwing me over on this, like, it's bowling me into A tier. But Rowlet, I think Rowlet just itself makes it work, because it's a Rowlet. Litten. This shiny, they replaced the black with white, and I fucking love it. Now that I think about it, that thing I said in my last video about where I got the shiny and I said it didn't blow me away, I'm looking at it, I've been looking at it since I said that, I changed my mind. Shiny Litten is the shit. I love this. Poplio, literally no difference. I'm not even going to explain it. Grookey, ass. Again, it looks like it's dying. Scorbunny, nice touch, the red to the orange, nothing phenomenal, but nothing so weak like Grookey and Poplio or Froakie. It's nice enough, you know, you get it, you can tell it's different, nothing crazy, but it's not so bad that it gets to be in the lower tiers. Sobble, It's up here somewhere. It's one of these three. Okay, I'm going to leave it down here while I think about it. No, not down there. Alright, never mind. It has to be on the list. I'm going to put it in the centre for now. I'm going to deliberate. Is this a good colour combo? I wouldn't say. No, I don't think all these colours go together. But the pink. I like the pink. I'm not a pink person. But weirdly enough, all the pink ones are at least in B tier. So, pink. It's a nice pink. I think I like this blue. I don't know if this is blue, like the bluey purple of the main skin colour, and then like the paley blue of the secondary skin colour. I like that, but I'm not a massive fan of it. Really quickly. Sorry about that, parcel just arrived at my door. But yeah, the primary colour and the secondary colour, I think they work well together. The eyes and the cheeks, big fan of that. But the pink, does it work? No, but is it nice? Yeah, so I think A tier. I think A tier is a good one. But yeah, this is what I think. Much more varied than the actual starter list, I believe. There are none that I like, kind of hate. I either despise them or they're alright or really good. There's more S tiers than I thought there were. And you know what? For all of Gen 6's fault, they gave him a couple good shinies. And you know, I like that Greninja is clearly the best shiny of all of them fully evolved, but Froakie is an absolute stinker. But yeah, this is the starters, and I'm going to do the middle evolutions and the final evolutions in a different video. But yeah, thank you for watching, if you are still watching, and if you aren't, well, you're not here and you can't hear me, so fuck you. But thank you. And also thank you for the reception on the first one. I didn't realise it would get that much. I honestly was expecting like a cool 30 views, but no, it did a lot better than I thought it did, and I'm glad everyone seemed to enjoy giving their opinions in the comments. Give me your opinions on these ones. You know, tell me that you really like Charmanders and that I should die. Tell me that Litton starter shiny sucks ass and that I should die. You know, insult me. Give me your opinions. I want to hear them. Tell me that my opinions on grass types and this colour being so varied are stupid. You know? I want to hear it. I want to hear what you have to say. But if you do disagree with any of my D tier, I will have to punch you in the face, because some of these are truly shit. These last three are abominations, and these first three are unacceptable. So, let me know what you hear, or let me know what you think. And I will see you next time when I do the middles. And I'm probably going to do that in about 20 seconds. And then I'll just upload it the day after. But yeah, thank you. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully.